When enterprise platforms struggle, the first reaction is often to look at technology. Was the tool wrong? Was the architecture flawed? Or did the vendor overpromise? But in my experience, enterprise platforms rarely fail because of technology. Rather, it fails because of adoption. And adoption is not a technical problem, it is a leadership problem. Most platforms are introduced with good intent. They solve real problems. They are well designed. Yet, month later, leaders start seeing workarounds, partial usage, and parallel processes. At that point, platform hasn't failed, but leadership assumptions have failed. What leaders often miss is that adoption doesn't happen just because a platform exists. It happens when incentives, operating models, and decisions are fully aligned. In large enterprises, especially the regulated ones, teams don't resist platforms because they don't understand them. They resist when adoption creates friction, uncertainty, or risk they don't control. After or another common miss is underestimating heterogeneity. Enterprise platforms rarely operate in clean, uniform, or isolated environments. They have to integrate with legacy systems, different teams, different priorities, different risk appetites. Without clear ownership and sequencing, adoption becomes optional, and optional platforms never scale. The most successful platforms I've seen treat adoption as first class design principle, not an afterthought. So leaders should ask who is accountable for adoption outcomes, not just delivery. What friction are we asking team to absorb? And what decisions must be made centrally versus what decisions must be made locally? When these questions are answered clearly and early, adoption accelerates. Governance becomes simpler because expectations are super clear. Teams engage because they see value, not an obligation. And platforms earn trust because they fit into how work actually happens. Ultimately, enterprise platforms don't succeed because they're powerful, they succeed because leaders design for how people adopt, decide, and operate at scale. Thank you.